Have you ever had some project or idea you've wanted to get started on, but maybe never got around to it? Well, the DK30 is for you. On April 24th, we are having a special quarantine edition of DK30. So first of all, what on earth is it? Well, in DK30, we try to come up with a project we can achieve in 1 month, in 30 days. If you want to write a book, that's such a big, vague, large, nebulous task. But hey, over 4 weeks, maybe you just write 10,000 words a week. So that way at the end of the month, you now have 40,000 words. The goal is not to finish the whole book in the month, it's to just make more progress than when you were first starting off, and it's to get a sense of how much you can get done in a week. I want to show you how we're getting it run this year. If you go to the day9.tv website, you'll see this little DK30 tab, and if you click on it, we have our little tracking utility and everyone's project listed. To create a project, you click on this create a project thing here, and here you can categorize it into all sorts of these different preset categories. And I have these categories up, and I want to talk about some of the different examples of projects you might do. It doesn't necessarily have to be some super long-term task like writing a book. It could be, hey, health and fitness. I want to try to work out 4 days a week for 30 minutes. Or maybe it is education, where I've always wanted to learn Blender, so I'm finally going to take a tutorial course and commit 6 hours a week to doing this. We're calling this the quarantine edition because there's many of you that are in shelter-in-place orders, lockdown, quarantine, and whatnot. So there's a lot of people who are at home. So what we wanted to do is just kind of have a more social, community-focused aspect to this. There's two pieces to that. One, outside of thinking of a basic self-betterment project, what are maybe some new habits that you want to get into? Maybe just going to bed on time. Maybe buying healthier food at the grocery store and cooking those. Or what are some other hobbies that you're interested in getting into, such as a whole bookshelf of books that you haven't gotten around to reading? You can schedule those good new habits and have this community of other people doing the same. Here, you will see on all the pages on the Day9 TV website, you'll see this sign up for an accountability buddy group. We are creating little small mini groups, so that way maybe there's a bunch of you that are maybe trying to commit to reading those books on the bookshelf as part of a new habit. Well, hey, you can meet once a week with other people who are doing the same and just have a little chat social experience about it. There is, of course, our Discord, which you can find if you go to go to this DK30 page. Boom, there's the Discord link right there. And there's a whole bunch of channels that are there, so that way at any time you can hop in and socialize and get rid of some of that loneliness and isolation I know a lot of people are feeling in this time. So go ahead and go to this form if you're interested. If you have no interest, no worries. It's not a requirement or anything like this. But you can fill it out, and then we'll coordinate linking all that stuff together. I also want to take the time to talk a little bit about what will make a good project. The most important thing I can stress is inputs over outputs. Don't say, hey, I want to get in shape, so I'm going to lose 15 pounds over the month. Say to yourself, I am going to work out 30 minutes a day, 4 days a week. That you can control. Don't say, I'm going to try to get a job at the end of the month. You don't have control over that, especially in this environment. But maybe you say, I'm going to send out 12 resumes per week. Something like this. In this create a project form, think about what you want to do in each week. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. You know, for your author 1, you might try to do an outline in week 1, and then you might try to do 10,000 words in week 2 and 10,000 words in week 3 and so on. Try to think about what it is that you want to do on each of those weeks. And as I talked about at the start of the video, be a producer of yourself and learn what you are capable of doing. Maybe you aspire to get 10,000 words done a week, but you can only do 7,000 because things are actually a little busier than you thought they'd be. Maybe you can work out 6 days a week. You started with 4 and now you can do more. You can adjust over the course of the week. And when the DK30 wraps, 1 month after April 24th, we'll review some of the projects that are in here. And I want to stress, more than anything, the whole goal of this is just for us to do something together in these times and to maybe make a little bit of progress. If 3 weeks in, you don't care much for your project, don't worry about it. Plenty of people drop their projects as they're going through, and it was valuable to learn that maybe they're not that interested. Many people are overambitious and they get 3 weeks in and they say, I won't be able to finish this thing for another 6 weeks. That's totally fine. Maybe just work for the month, take a week off, and then do another month of work on it. That's all good. You don't even have to use our little tracking tool. It's just here if you want to use it. That said, we hope you participate in this upcoming edition of the DK30. It'll start on April 24th. All the information is on the website there if you want to check it out. And until then, hope you have a great day.